The first shout out goes to Oshitaki Mushrooms. The second shout out goes to Leland Gaming. The third shout out goes to Leanna's World. The fourth shout out goes to IC London. The fifth shout out goes to the Brew Crew. The next shout out goes to Waffle Pone. The seventh shout out goes to Jesse Ridgway from the McJagger Nuggets. The eighth shout out goes to Nicholas Baker. The ninth shout out goes to Bop-It-tastic. And the 10th shout out goes to Well Dressed Lad. The 11th shout out goes to Malik the Coolest. The 12th shout out goes to Tigger the Fox. The 13th shout out goes to Chloe the Brother Bear and Squeak Fan. The 14th shout out goes to Ryder WALO. The 15th shout out goes to Freddie Reagan. The next shout out goes to Flank Castle. The 17th shout out goes to the Natalie Portman Gamer. The 18th shout out goes to Chris the YouTuber. The 19th shout out goes to Zachary Mario 133. And the 20th shout out goes to Transformers Fan 98. The 21st shout out goes to Marie Ann, the Spring Girl Fan 2024. The 22nd shout out goes to Jake KEAYS. The 23rd shout out goes to Dog Day. The 24th shout out goes to Charles Nations. The 25th shout out goes to Sonic. The next shout out goes to Pink Panther. The 27th shout out goes to Trey Fan Account Network. The 28th shout out goes to Random Videos. The 29th shout out goes to Tyler Hinkle's Movie Corner. And the 30th shout out goes to Martan Girl 21. The 31st shout out goes to Kirby Star. The 32nd shout out goes to Cameron Lee. The 33rd shout out goes to Buttercup Fan Network. The 34th shout out goes to 8 Phantom. The 35th shout out goes to Soup Rider Sonic 26. The next shout out goes to Poke Plushies. The 37th shout out goes to Tony Plays Wii. The 38th shout out goes to some random user. The 39th shout out goes to West Side Dragon 93. And the 40th shout out goes to Sean O'Connor. The 41st shout out goes to Jaybird BLU 117. The 42nd shout out goes to Ivory Animate. The 43rd shout out goes to Z3NO9K. The 44th shout out goes to Tom Lexus, the PUCCA fan 2011. The 45th shout out goes to Plasma Productions. The 46th shout out goes to Waffle Pillow Warrior. The 47th shout out goes to Negative YouTube. The 48th shout out goes to James D. The 49th shout out goes to David. And the 50th shout out goes to Trebs. The 51st shout out goes to Trent Martin. The 52nd shout out goes to Mike. The 53rd shout out goes to Albert Wesker Star, PD. The 54th shout out goes to VIC Rules 666. The 55th shout out goes to Fairy Foxy Moxie. The next shout out goes to Rex Gaming. The 57th shout out goes to J-Boss TV. The 58th shout out goes to Colin Larson. The 59th shout out goes to Hank Hill. And the 60th shout out goes to Dreamy Bull XXX. The 61st shout out goes to Michael B. The 62nd shout out goes to Mitchell. The 63rd shout out goes to MPAC. The 64th shout out goes to Plush Blue EP. The 65th shout out goes to T-Bone Smith TJ. The next shout out goes to Mason 2007, formerly Mason M. The 67th shout out goes to Untalkable. The 68th shout out goes to Superstar Jason 2K8. The 69th shout out goes to Jet the Beyonder 2K10. And the 70th shout out goes to Viley Daily the Artist 2K7. The 71st shout out goes to the Phillies fan second. The 72nd shout out goes to Riley Bug 2024 YouTube videos and more. The 73rd shout out goes to FGZ FDFJ X Female PlayStation Fan 404 Studios. The 74th shout out goes to you, man. The 75th shout out goes to Johnny the Barney Error Dasher 7795. The next shout out goes to Bell Animate. The 77th shout out goes to Tom and Jerry Fan 001. The 78th shout out goes to CJ. The 79th shout out goes to Ali Jessa 2000. And the 80th shout out goes to Jordan's Media Corner 2000. The 81st shout out goes to Jesus, the Ultimate Smash Warriors Fan Zone. The 82nd shout out goes to Hewan's Media Corner 2003. The 83rd shout out goes to Randy Time. The 84th shout out goes to KAR King Argent Reviews. The 85th shout out goes to Mr. Jack Boothly and his cool vids, Ronnie. The next shout out goes to ARC Adam. The 87th shout out goes to Epic Beats Galaxy 1. The 88th shout out goes to Steven Small, Mr. Steasley. The 89th shout out goes to Mario Gamer 2. And the 90th shout out goes to Bernard Gaming. The 91st shout out goes to John Jr. Goff YT. The 92nd shout out goes to Ken-Molestina. The 93rd shout out goes to Cole, the Movie Maker 2010. The 94th shout out goes to Liam, Blue Marker Productions. The 95th shout out goes to Weatherstar 4000 Video. The next shout out goes to Isaac Bailey, the No More Heroes Episode Maker 2021. The 97th shout out goes to Matthew Videos. The 98th shout out goes to TH14. The 99th shout out goes to Icon. And the last shout out goes to Dr. Blood Studios. And that's the end of the April 28th shoutouts to 100 YouTubers, everyone, and take care.